doesn't fracture. Hey, doesn't matter.
It don't matter what they say, we gon' talk anyway. Bell rings, mic check, let the real ones play. From the legends to the new blood climbing the ladder. Welcome to the show, it doesn't matter. Notorious Dome set the tone, main event status. BDC bring a fire, every take savage. Strap facts with the knowledge, history splatter. Poppy planting a wild card, say it loud, it doesn't matter. No filter, no bias. This is the It Doesn't Matter podcast.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the It Doesn't Matter podcast. I'm your host, I'm Notorious One, I am Dom. I'm here with Strap Facts, I'm here with Poppy Platino, and today we're going to talk about the guy I consider Mr. SummerSlam. SummerSlam's approaching, and they just announced that he's going to be taking on Obafemi inside the Hell in a Cell. So, guys, I figured today we talk about Brock Lesnar. Fellas, what's good?
Hello.
It's hot outside.
Damn right.
It's hot. Yeah, SummerSlam's approaching. Damn right. You going to Minneapolis?
No.
Really?
Would you?
Man, you ain't missing. Nah, I couldn't find a cheap flight.
Ain't none this summer.
Nope. Yeah, but SummerSlam is approaching, is right around the corner, and I want to talk about the guy who I think could be Mr. SummerSlam because he fought The Rock, he fought Kurt Angle, he fought Triple H, John Cena, CM Punk, The Undertaker, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, and soon to be Obafemi at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar has been delivering hits at SummerSlam since 2002. Like I said, some people call Shawn Michaels Mr. WrestleMania, but Brock, he's Mr. SummerSlam. He's must watch. So tonight we're going to break down the career of the Beast Incarnate. And, we're going to do what we always do. Talk about if it matters, if Brock matters. And, well, we already know he does. So, Strap, let's get to you. What are your thoughts on Brock Lesnar? What's your first memories of him?
Brock Lesnar debuted. He was just another meathead that you didn't know whether they would push all the way or not. You just didn't know. He came on after the Raw after WrestleMania, and he beat the crap out of Al Snow and whoever else was in the random match. And his early career, he'd be in, the Hardy Boys, 2-1. He had to beat a name, a face name, and but he had a hot start to the beginning of his career, and he's almost like a Shawn Michaels in that he's had two careers. He had his amazing first 2-year run in WWE, and then he got the return. And then you can probably call, once he started Cowboy Brock hairstyle, that would be his third run until the end. That isn't the end.
Platino, what about you? When you first seen Brock Lesnar back in 2002, what were your thoughts?
I was thinking probably what everyone was thinking. How the hell does a guy who's 6'3", 6'4", 300 plus moves like a freaking cruiserweight and just manhandle people like nothing? Brock is definitely a special guy, man. He is a one of one of those people that so intimidating, so scary looking. He didn't even need a gimmick name. His name alone was like the perfect wrestler name, Brock Lesnar. Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna give him? Some stupid, goofy name? You got the perfect name for the guy. He's very, like I said, very intimidating, very strong, very quick. He really is. I know they call Wemby the alien. This is a different kind of alien though. This dude's different.
Brock is different. Brock is that special attraction. You definitely want to see him, especially when that music hit, when you hear that first riff of the note, however it goes, you gotta see what the hell Brock's gonna be about. Brock is a legit athlete, NCAA champion, UFC champion. Hell, the man's a cowboy. He does what he wants. And
You know
got
he could.
Sable.
Yeah, that too. You know he could have won the NCAA title as a freshman if he had not lost to a former Patriots tight end. I forget, not tight end, lineman. I think it was Dan Connolly. I think it was. No, I could be completely wrong.
It
I
doesn't
know
matter.
he was a lineman for the Patriots before the Super Bowl run. Uh, it's just gonna get to me. I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, it's definitely not Matt Light. I forget his damn name, man. I just saw it the other day too. Shit. Either way, man, it's just full circle. I'm a Patriots fan. You know that. Knowing that a Patriot lineman who wasn't even a football player, he beat Brock before he became an NFL star. Well, NFL lineman. It's just crazy for me. And you know how I feel about Brock too.
Brock left the WWE to go try out for the Minnesota Vikings. He made the team, but he got cut eventually.
Yeah, I think they even said it too. They just didn't have a spot for him. They wanted to keep him on the roster, but they said maybe because there's not enough film on him, they didn't want to keep him. But man, just to say he even made the damn league and was literally like weeks away from being in the NFL. It says a lot about a lot of other guys, man. A lot of guys have gone to college and got a shot, but no one was ever really able to make the team like that man.
You know what's crazy? Usually people play football first, then go into wrestling. Brock did the complete opposite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Collegiate wrestling, pro wrestling. Then I just want to go play football.
Yeah.
Didn't work out for him. Got back into wrestling in the UFC.
Was it like an old injury that held him back, or I think it was like a pulled groin or a hamstring that even though I think they said even with that injury, he was still running faster than most of the guys at the combine that were on that team. So again, Brock Lesnar is not to be effed with. He is the official human alien for us. And if we ever had any issues, I'll just put Brock in front of us and we'll be fine.
That's one dude I would not want to mess with. I said this numerous times on and off camera. That dude has a dagger on his chest for a tattoo. And then the way you see how fast that man moves, the way he just hopped the barricade like nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. You have to shoot that motherfucker. Shoot to kill.
There's a saying when you see somebody like that, 357.
Shoot. Yeah, that's what you need.
And it ain't numbers for a reason. Those numbers mean something. That's the only shot you got. And even then, they're just going to be.
What was that movie with Jim Carrey when he shot the deer on the side of the road and the thing kept coming back to life?
Oh,
what was that? Me, Myself, and Irene?
Myself and Irene, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the deer.
Yeah, put him out. Put him out of misery.
You can't even choke him out. He'll still keep coming back.
For real. It's a big motherfucker. Oh, man. But Strap, do you have a favorite match or a moment of Brock?
There's just so many, sir. But one of my favorite memories is his coming back to the WWE in 2012, the night after WrestleMania. The big rumor was that Brock was coming back, and you know, I don't always take the hard line. I always say maybe, perhaps, right? But I've grown, I've matured. I've learned to just say yes or no to things. And I was like, you know what? No, he ain't coming. He ain't coming tonight. Well, I was wrong, and he made such a grand return back when post WrestleMania Monday Night Raws meant something, and that was truly one of the most epic ones. And it was just a shame that they had to humble him when he came back, and he lost to John Cena immediately. He had a job to Triple H immediately, but that was how they booked it. They wanted to show you how to do business, and Brock knew that, and he stuck it out and became the unstoppable force that we know him to be today. So his re-debut was great. I hated botches in matches, so the WrestleMania 19 match with Kurt Angle was always a shame. His WrestleMania 20 match, I personally enjoyed because being in attendance, the fans shit on it. It was wild. It probably didn't make any sense on TV at the time, but in person, I was like, everything, man, everything. But he's had a lot of great matches. That SummerSlam match, the 4-way with Braun and Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns. I just remember I was in a really pissy mood at that show for whatever reason, or maybe I was tired because we're all in New York that day. We were all over the place. It was a long show. The seats were kind of shitty. And when that main event came on, for some reason, I was just so into it. I was into the Braun Strowman. I was going,
That was a
That-
hell of a
that
match.
match, bro. That
amazing.
match. You want to talk about big meaty man slapping meat? I enjoyed that match. And Brock came out. He looked strong as hell.
Very few guys like that with that size, stature, strength, and all that can pull off a match like that, and it all just gelled perfectly well. Like, it makes sense. All right, Brock's the champion. He's the most intimidating guy. He's the biggest X factor. Get him out the way. Just take him out of the match right away. Very smart on them guys, and then they just win the work. And man, for whatever Braun Strowman's done, he's one of those guys that's very underrated. I'm very shocked he's still not with the E anymore, whatever reason. But
he was the first
So
punch
you give him
cut.
the right bag, he'll come back.
what was that?
Give him the bag. He said he'll come back.
Yeah, I would, honestly. Regardless of where I stand, he's a star, man. He really is. Very few
crazy how-
guys like that can be stars.
Crazy how they just got rid of him. He had that monster feud with oh shit, who was the last one who went through the
Omos.
no. He went through the car or something like that in the parking lot. Was that Jacob?
Felt like a Jacob.
It might have been.
Or Bronson.
Was it-
Bronson
was it-
Reed.
Could've been
Tsunami.
Bronson.
Bronson Reed, yeah. Oh my God! Next thing, you're gonna get rid of him. Next thing you know, he's eating bull dick and onions after Monday Night Raw.
I'll tell you what's not bull dick is I forgot to mention some of my favorite Brock Lesnar matches. Just drawing a blank on a few of them, but the ones I would go back and watch again and again. Two in particular, they happen to be at Survivor Series. One is against AJ Styles. That was a great match. And then the next year
Yes.
with Daniel Bryan, and even
That was Survivor
Yeah.
Series?
even with the Rey Mysterio when Dominic was such a little baby. That was a hot match too. You actually believed Rey Mysterio was gonna beat Brock for the WWE title or whatever. So those get honorable mentions. I'll just give you some dishonorable mentions. Is his match at the Royal Rumble with Finn Balor, regular Finn Balor.
Oh,
It should have been better than it
Yeah.
was. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened there.
yeah.
And the other dishonorable mention is him versus Ricochet at a Crown Jewel or something.
I don't remember that.
You don't need to because it was nothing, man. I mean, I think they did it because he eliminated Brock. I think that's too.
It's something crazy. Yeah, then he got a title
I think
shot.
the timeline is off. Maybe or maybe not.
I thought Drew McIntyre Claymore'd
No,
him out.
Ricochet helped. Ricochet low blowed
Okay,
him, and
okay.
then Drew kicked Claymore him
yep.
out. So if it happened before before COVID in the February 2020, like no one remembered that stuff. Do you remember
Nah,
Daniel
yeah.
Bryan and
Yup.
Drew Gulak feuding at that pay-per-view? No.
I remember that
Yeah.
because
I
I was feeling the match. They had a solid
Yeah.
match. It was pretty
And
good.
then, gone. So I just want to throw those favorite Brock Lesnar matches. There are some that I do really enjoy, but he has a great catalog.
Yeah. Platinum, you have any favorite matches by Brock?
Yeah, his first SummerSlam match with The Rock, man. I still remember this match, man. Again, man, one of the greatest SummerSlams of all time, man. And what a main event, the right main event, to be honest. Like, I guess, like we all knew, I guess Rock was going back to Hollywood or going to Hollywood, and he was trying to make a star. And looking at a guy like Brock, he's like, yeah, that's money. That's exactly who I should drop the belt to. And you guys need to just give the ball to that man and let him run with it. And whew, what a way to start it and what a way to end it, man, because we're all Rock guys in here. And I'm pretty sure we're all saying there's no way he's going to lose to Brock. He's not that big of a star yet. Never mind.
All right. Well, I got some fan comments, so I'm gonna read the comments from our guests, and you guys just go with it. So we're gonna go with our boy Rose, fellow member of the It Doesn't Matter podcast, and he just said Brock Lesnar is the GOAT. You can't be wrong with that. You can't be mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a GOAT case? Matter of fact, Platinum, is he on your Mount Rushmore this
Yes.
week?
Yep. He still is. He hasn't fall off, man. He's still one of those guys that it doesn't matter what era, what generation you're in. You plop him in any company, that man is money. You put him on the poster, you're gonna be like, who the F is this big dude? You put him in the 70s, he fits in. You put him in the 80s, he'd be perfect. Go against Hogan, Savage, Andre, and even Rick. Oof, Rick would have had a hell of a day with him. Put him in the 90s. Hogan's still on top. You still got guys like Rick Rude he can go against. You got another guy, Warrior, he sucks, but a guy that could take the belt off of him. And then you got my man, Brett, and that goof, Sean. What could he have done with those two guys? Killed him.
Imagine if Brock was in the 80s. They'd have made him a Koloff.
Oh my God.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Brock Koloff.
I would have hated that. I'm kind of glad he's generations past that bull. Oof, we got lucky.
Yeah. So, Strat, what do you think? GOAT status?
Sure, he doesn't make my Mount Rushmore, not for any particular reason. It's just there's other names I'd rather have on there. Is he a GOAT? Absolutely, you know. But if it took Rose to say it, well, my suspicions are aroused. But yeah, Brock Lesnar is definitely a top.
Rose doesn't say that. Doesn't say that about many people.
It's not a really Caucasian dude being on top. That's a problem for him. It's just Hulk Hogan, the man. So, all right, Brock Lesnar. Yeah, definitely a GOAT. Doesn't make my Mount Rushmore, but he's got great qualifications for it. I think it's just a matter of personal taste. If a person like Brock could survive in any genre, I think, you know, with his accolades, no one was ever like him in certain decades. But you know, the Olympian Ken Patera, well, he'd be outclassed by Kurt Angle, the actual gold medalist years later. He'd make a debut.
What about Danny Hodge? There's so many stories about Danny Hodge with his grip strength too.
Yeah. I used to think, you know, I really believed that. I really believed that, you know, Taz was like a shooter guy, you know, and I was a big fan of him for many years. And I asked a buddy of mine, I was like, what do you think would win in like a shoot fight, Taz or Brock Lesnar? What a silly question in retrospect. But I mean, as evidenced by a WWE Vault match, Taz did beat Brock Lesnar with the Taz mission. So, there you go. And they were friends in real life.
That should have never happened.
They rode together.
I'm
and,
sorry, Taz.
Hey, everyone in ECW was a Paul Heyman guy. Taz was a Paul Heyman guy, and well, you know where that goes. Paul Heyman, the ultimate chameleon, survives all generations and decades.
All right. Well, our next comment is from our producer, Booby. He said, Brock Lesnar, he's what the business needs. So, what does that mean today? Is that more attraction? Is it more of the believability of him being a champion? What do you guys think about that?
Depends on where you want to go with that. Believability, I definitely agree. As much as I respect Darby Allin, I'll just use him as an example. I'm sorry, I feel like I could beat him up myself. And I'm not trying to be a bully or anything, but I mean, the guy's like what, maybe 5'8", 5'9". I'll give him that. About $160, $175. I'm sorry, I'm 6'1", 6'2", 240. He's not pushing me around. He's not getting around me. I'm more like me. I may not look as big, but the size difference is just not believable. I'm sorry. But I love his heart, man. That man's got a big effing heart. But a guy like Brock Lesnar, put him in the ring in another company, yeah, that believability goes tenfold. But unfortunately, everybody else looks like crap because no one looks like him, no one can intimidate him, and there's no one that can pretty much find the weakness to go after him. In my opinion, just from what I've seen in other companies, minus the E.
All right, Strap, what about you? What do you think?
Brock Lesnar, there's certain guys, when they say, Harker Hall is the toughest guy in the locker room. According to what scale? He loses all the time. He has no credentials otherwise. But, Brock Lesnar has the legit credentials. He has the college wrestling, and he has, what really put him over the top was the UFC championship. So he has the credibility, the real credibility. So yeah, if you need more people like that, that's what WWE is now. Now they have real athletes, not just guys needing a gig on the weekend. So they're all incredible athletes nowadays. They're all in tip-top shape, and they all know how to train. And just because they know how to train themselves doesn't mean they know wrestling history. Like Tiffany Stratton
Yeah.
with SGT Slaughter, whatever SGT stands for. She's a great athlete. She does well in the ring. She don't know wrestling history though. Do you want more people like that? Is that what modern wrestling is? Just hey, you could, you got the credentials. You're in shape. You're intelligent. You're athletic. But do you care about wrestling? Do you care about the industry? Do you care about the theatrics, the performance, the ins and outs? Are you Sami Zayn? Well, he is the WWE champion right now, so maybe you just need a little bit of everything because variety, like a
Yeah.
buffet, it's the spice of life, and it is quite delicious. There you
Yes.
go.
Yes. All right. D Holmes from Matt Memories Wrestling Podcast. He said Brock, his early run is still his favorite. His fuse with the Hardys because they showed he could work with smaller guys before he became the unstoppable monster against Kurt Angle, The Rock, and Undertaker. The rivalries were too incredible, and he does wonder if his career would have been the same with or without Paul Heyman.
I would definitely say his career is not the same, but does he get to the level he's at? Possibly. I think the biggest thing with with wrestling, it's always the promo. Can you get us into the building? Can you do something to make us like you or hate you? Brock in the beginning, you can't really say he was good at it because he never really had that opportunity. And I'm just gonna give him that, just because I mean you got a guy standing next to you who's probably, in my opinion, and it's just mine alone, is probably the greatest manager of all time, and that's saying a lot. And I love Bobby Heenan. I think he's probably the GOAT. But Paul Heyman he's like the Knicks, man. He's he's making every effort, even though he may be down, he's making every effort to get that title. And I could say, yeah, maybe the rivalries might have been better. But yeah, think about it too. Brock is still not a polished wrestler yet. He's still fairly new in the business. He's not where he's at right now. He's not as smart now. Money wise, behind closed doors, savvy as a F. Savvy as F. That guy knows how to work the contracts and knows how to get what he wants. But in the ring, he's not nearly where he's at right now. He was getting there probably. Maybe he just didn't have the same love as he does now. Probably the travel. Like they said, he never liked to travel as much as he was doing in the beginning. But all in all, it's hard to say. I can't agree with him, but it's his opinion. That's what he likes. The first run. Me personally, I like this last run. Man, this last run has been incredible. Seeing more personality of Brock Lesnar than I've ever thought, and honestly, I never thought I would ever seen it. To be honest.
With you, got me thinking. With you saying, yes, we know how he started out in the beginning. He did need Paul Heyman. He definitely needed that mouthpiece, and you know that once Vince is all in on you. He is all in on you.
Yep.
And he did that with another wrestler who is your tribal chief,
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. And I have to say, one of the best promos Roman has ever cut has to be his leukemia speech when he's about to be out.
Yeah.
Because that
Because it
was
was
so
him.
real, legit. It was him. He's like, you might know me as Roman, but my name is Joe, and whatever he said. And then they gave him the Heyman factor, and then it just made him better.
They didn't
And
do
then
it initially, though.
No, it just when he came back, after he came back with the veneers, and yeah,
It took a while. I think it had to take till COVID before he actually had Paul Heyman by his side. I think he was still doing the big dog thing. They still wanted him to be as a baby face. And it wasn't until COVID
I think it was
when
like maybe like a month or two after. I want to say
it
COVID
was right
did
after
hit.
COVID hit. So COVID hit, everything got shut down weeks before Mania. And then Roman went missing because he didn't want to get COVID, especially coming back from leukemia. He probably doesn't know what his body's feeling. So closer around SummerSlam, I think we see a vignette where Roman's talking, and it's a different demeanor of him. It's a demeanor we haven't seen before. It's more calculated, more, more like, I'm tired of being this good guy. I'm actually going to show you who I really am. And then you got Paul Heyman smiling like, "Yep, I got my guy."
Strap, you smiling? Go ahead, give us the dates. Go ahead, line them up.
Can't
Well,
wait.
I don't remember that promo, but I do remember, Roman Reigns just being inserted into the Fiend and Braun Strowman Universal title, and then I don't know who got revealed first, but it was just a camera shot from Roman to Paul Heyman or Paul Heyman to Roman, and that was the heel turn. That was what began it all. So
And that was COVID, right?
during COVID, yeah, it was like around SummerSlam COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best time to try stuff. Like, all right, we ain't got no fans in here, so let's do it.
Yeah.
That's the best
Can you
time.
can you imagine what the crowd reaction would have been if they had not seen Roman for a few months, and then vice versa, who was revealed in that time, and then you see the other where you're like, "Wait, are we?" And then it's off to the races.
Yeah. And one more thing, D. Holmes also said he also enjoyed the feud with Hardcore Holly.
So did I. There you go. Boom. Okay.
Because he got beat.
I think it was ridiculous. I'm like, you built this up. It was a good storyline. It had real life elements, and like, here they come. And I think they got like cold feet the day of. That's one of those matches I've watched a few times just to like, does it get better? Because I was so disappointed by it.
Was
Yeah.
that the Rumble?
Yeah. I mean, so it was okay, but it's kind of like, Vince was probably like, Hardcore Holly in the WWE title match. What are we thinking? What are we doing? And because they built the match up to that point, Brock was supposed to be scared of Hardcore Holly. And actually, they did have a good backstage segment, with Goldberg saying, "Is that right, hardcore?" Brock's like, but I think
We know damn well Brock's not like that over anybody.
exactly that's why it was so cool. So I think what happened was, they built Brock being afraid of hardcore up until the Rumble. It's a pay-per-view. You paid your money for it. You don't have to protect Bob anymore. And you're looking toward WrestleMania. You're looking toward Brock and Goldberg for the first time ever. Let's make them both strong. Sorry, hardcore. We're just gonna have them beat you. Yeah, I think that's what happened.
That was probably going to be a title match, too. If they both didn't skate.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be like, champion versus champion, but then people knew things and they're like, let's gotta get these belts off. Like, why the hell is Eddie Guerrero winning the title for no reason at all? He was over, but god darn, he wasn't that over.
Yeah.
I love Eddie to death, but I think if Brock doesn't decide to want to leave the month after, we never see the belt
Who
on him.
knows? Like, just really, who knows?
Maybe we get surprised. Maybe we get shocked. Maybe Chris is the one that actually does get the belt, and then Eddie gets it maybe months later. But
who knows? Who knows?
It's like chess, man. You make one move, you can open yourself up for a checkmate.
Well, it was digital. You just press the back button. Never happened.
Undo. There you go. All right. Our boy
What's the
Derek.
fun in that?
Our boy Derek, he said that Brock is a legend and he's the only reason why he watches.
Brock?
That's it.
Wow.
I guess he only likes
I'm
to tune
surprised,
in
Derek.
once in a while, which is perfect for the casual wrestling fan. So
He's an AEW fan, that's
there
why.
you go.
Yeah.
My man.
So how many fans do you think started watching wrestling because of Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, Matt.
Would you say before or now?
Now.
I'll let John
Does any
answer that.
child say my favorite wrestler is Brock Lesnar? Like, come on. Like,
Everybody says
I
Cody
don't think
Rhodes.
so. You know, there's nothing friendly or alluring
I'm-
about Brock Lesnar to children. But
I'm good.
I don't know. He's not a very marketable guy. But then they said that about Stone Cold, right? A bald guy with black trunks and black boots. You know, Brock Lesnar, his first run, white dude, black trunks, black boots. You know, and later on he had the shorts, the Jimmy Johns, and whatever. So who knows? It's very popular with
Yeah.
adult fans, but for children, I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, our other boy, Ringside, he says he doesn't have any thoughts on Brock. He doesn't misses him when he's around, when he's not around. Do you think Brock just disappears too much, or does this make him feel unique?
I like the uniqueness of Brock Lesnar, man. It's one of those things where if you constantly get it all the time, you get tired of it after a while. You get the same plate all the time. You're like, I've already had enough of this. I'm good. It may be your favorite plate of all time. You get it day 1, day 2, day 3, man, can I change this up? You kind of want him to do his thing, go into hiding for a little bit, and then come back. It's the return. It's the nostalgia. It's always when you hear that first note, like you said, and you're like, wait, Brock is back? Where the hell's he been at? Oh my God, I forgot he's still here. He's such an attraction. You got to keep someone like that special. You don't want to just throw it out every single week and like lose the aura of him. I mean, granted, someone like that doesn't need to show up every single week. But
And you used to get on me when I talk about Roman Reigns used to be popping up such and such nights. Same shit.
Brock's different though, man. Something about Brock, man. He's different. He's almost on that Hogan level where all you need him for the PLEs,
This came up on last week's show.
the big ones.
There's the DOA.
That was damn it.
But
BSK coming to Connecticut next month.
It came out with the Adam Cole episode where it's like, you know, his absences, does that mess with his momentum? Now, just change the fact that Adam Cole's absences were due to injuries and things of that nature.
Yes.
Brock's wasn't, but they were still absent and it still came back at random times. So what's the difference? You know, it's like they just had start and stop appearances, but at least with Brock, he was always pushed as a top. He didn't need build up. He was just inserted into storylines and it worked. Adam Cole could not say that.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just like potato and tomato. It's just different and the same at the same time.
Brock Lesnar is what Big Show should have been in WWF.
Yeah. With Brock, it's almost like when he was in the UFC. Immediately once he got into the UFC, the merch and everything, or probably the tickets were through the roof. I'm pretty sure Dana White could probably confirm that. Anyone that puts a name Brock Lesnar and they're like, hold up, he's wrestling? All right, let's see. Let me stop what I'm doing. Let me go watch him real quick. I think it's the legitimacy, the aura of the guy. The guy has a presence about him where you just stop and watch. You're like, how the F does a guy that big move so quick? It just makes no sense. And then to legitimately do that in the UFC and become world heavyweight champion of the UFC, it just says a lot about the guy. Like you said, man, NCAA, 2-time NCAA champion, WWE champion, UFC champion. It doesn't matter.
I tell you what I think is wild. The fact that people like a Brock Lesnar, The Rock, they don't do fan access fanatics like all the other guys do. However, Brock Lesnar sells a fishing lure and he can get hundreds of people to show up for that. He'll do that. And that's probably free. Isn't that wild? I think so.
I know you buy one of his steaks. Have you seen it in the
You
stores?
got steaks?
Yeah, he got his own
The
steak.
Donald Trump steaks. They're the
He a
greatest
butcher.
steaks.
He a butcher.
He's a butcher, huh? Take that,
He's a
ringside.
butcher. All right. Well, after this, we have our boy Dante. He says he thinks the nickname explains it all. The dude's a beast. He's the last person he want to go up against in a match.
He's the first person I don't want to go against in the match.
Yeah.
I'm not the last. The first one I do not want to bother with.
You know, Brock Lesnar is actually afraid of some wrestlers. He's afraid of Jey Uso. Once he heard his music, he's like, I'm out.
No,
Start
no,
eating.
It's like, throw
No,
me
you-
out. Like, come on, what's booking this crap?
I'm going home. Kick me out.
All right. Well, longtime follower of the show, former guest, Adrian. He said Brock, he is the last true superstar in pro wrestling. I can see that.
Ooh.
I can see that.
The last true superstar?
The last true superstar.
Lie to me.
Yeah, nah, I can't agree with
Yes,
that.
he's the last
Who would you
prima
say?
donna in wrestling. Congratulations.
Oh, you can say it like that.
Yeah, I'll say it like
then
that.
Absolutely. You say like Hogan level superstar? Yeah,
Well,
I come when I want.
I bet he does. It's in the lawsuit. Just read the files. But you know, I mean, talking about Brock Lesnar's appeal to children. When I was a kid, I stopped watching WWF when Hulk Hogan wasn't on. He was never on Superstars and those kind of shows. He was always doing house shows or pay-per-views or the Saturday night's main events that were on so rarely. So since he was not on, I just stopped watching. So I would never know. I didn't follow it enough to know when he would be on TV. So I just lost interest. So you can imagine Brock Lesnar is like that to lots of people, or Brock Lesnar is such the absentee father that when people do hear that he's around, they tune in. But as soon as he leaves, they tune right back out.
That's how it is nowadays, especially, you can always, change the channel or, on your phone, whatever.
I think.
Oh, I want to see Brock. Brock's going to be here. Remember back in the day on Raw? Not back in the day, a couple of years ago. They had a ticker, the Roman Reigns counter. Like, Roman Reigns going to be on Raw in 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 36 seconds. Like, okay. Let me hurry up. Let me get my popcorn
Or you can make
ready.
friends with Dom, and he'll just tell you every time he's excited about something that happens on TV.
Damn
Hey,
right.
John, check this out. What? What? I'm driving. Leave me alone. Okay.
Roman Reigns just opened the door.
The forbidden door.
And oh man, that's never gonna happen. But
That'd be wild.
that'd be Seth before that.
All right. Well, our last comment is from our partner, BDC, wherever he's at right now. But he said he has always been as advertised. Dude was always a monster when he debuted. He has been a monster ever since. Black champions are not safe around him. That being said, he has been a proponent of creating the next big thing. He sells amazing well, and his most recent promo with Heyman shows he adeptly aware of what the IWC has said about him and his hilarious and nudging the fourth wall every now and then.
I think ChatGPT
Yep.
wrote that.
No, it's BDC. I can show you the text right now.
Yeah.
He probably used ChatGPT.
BBC don't use the word adept.
That's
Just
what he
jokes.
used. That's what he
Just
sent me.
kidding.
He's gonna hear this and like, you mother effers.
BBC, why you gotta bring race into it? I mean, I'm ashamed of you, man. You're the last person on this podcast to bring up race. Oh my goodness.
I know. He beat Roman Reigns. He ain't black.
He whooped Kofi.
Anywho,
Has he ever beaten Roman for the title while Roman was champion?
I would say no. Has Roman beat Brock?
He take the title from him. Yeah.
Yeah, Roman's beating Brock for the belt.
because I went to SummerSlam in Nashville. when Brock threw the mic. He caught it. That was when Roman was hot at the time.
Oh, Tennessee in an open air stadium, so of course it was.
And that's when my man took the tractor, broke the lift the damn ring up.
So dumb. But
Oh,
Roman did beat Brock at, I think it was a different SummerSlam. And they ended the show before people at home could hear the crowd boo him for being the champion. So we're done. We're gonna have him go over Brock.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah. Oh, that was they didn't. I don't think that ever happened though. I don't think they've. Wow. Yeah.
yeah. So now we got modern day Brock, who's still an ass kicker, and he's letting people know, oh yeah, I might not be able to cut a promo, but I can kick your ass. Talk shit, get hit. Boom. Perfect. Probably one of the best promos you cut.
Oh yeah.
Keeping it real.
I gotta ask you one thing, Dom. When Boombox Brock came out, you were like, they better be selling that Boombox Money in the Bank thing.
I would have bought that shit.
You know how I feel about my music and stuff too. If I seen that,
man.
I know the E's listening. They don't act like they do. You guys are listening. Release the damn boom boxes.
It's too late now. Maybe when he retire. But yeah, it was good. Just I like this version of Brock because he's having fun. It's like Rocky having his last match. Let's have fun. Let's have fun.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You think I got it? I'm not tough enough.
Hey, let's make a payday. All right.
Basically.
He's having fun, going on McAfee show, talking shit. Boombox Brock, Cowboy Brock, trailers.
I mean, basically,
man.
He's basically who he is.
When Vince had R-Truth try to break him, that was hilarious.
He broke him.
That was hilarious. Big. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Paul Heyman. Oh man, Brock's having the time of his life right now. It's good. He did his time. He paid his dues.
I think even Paul Heyman told R-Truth, "Don't tell me what you're gonna say. I want to react, just like Brock is gonna react when you say whatever you got to say." And oh my God, I don't even think Brock could hold it in. I think they've been said like on backstage or some other promos like behind closed doors that Brock's never laughed so hard in his life. And he even said, "Truth, you can't do that to me out there." Truth gets everybody.
He did something on SmackDown the other night. He was talking to War Raiders. Oh man, that shit was funny. Because they were what were they in? Italy once or France, whatever. He had the accent. It was hilarious. Truth is gold. He is gold.
He is.
But Brock is gold, and yeah, Brock's at the point now that he's giving back. 2002 was it 2001, 2002 King of the Ring? That was Brock. He put Obo over, and Obo's about to get over again. King versus king, ruler versus king.
Is he gonna be the one to be the one to beat the one in 21?
He better.
Because right now he's 1-1.
Brock got nothing to lose.
Can you imagine Oba loses prior to whatever him cashing in his King of the Ring title shot? What does that say? Not saying that it's going to diminish Oba in any way, because you're still losing to a hell of a champion, a hell of a guy, but I just don't think that'd be good booking, in my opinion. You'll be killing all of Oba's momentum.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
I
wouldn't
already
do
know
that.
Oba's gonna win, so
It might be a DQ. Piss everybody off.
nah. At home, nah. It's either gonna be a clear cut loss or Brock's gonna get the win, one or the other. Not gonna be no DQ. No, it's Hell in a Cell.
Oh, never
Wait,
mind.
hold on. Wait, I take that back. Strap, didn't we have a Hell in a Cell and they stopped the match for Red?
That's because a demon was involved. Okay? A fiend. Not Finn Balor demon, but a fiend demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth was pissed too. Seth was so hot for that. I agree.
Terrible.
You don't fucking end a Hell in a Cell match because of that BS. And it's not gonna happen.
No.
Not with Triple H.
Brock's what's best for business right now. If you need him, he got you. Point blank. And Oba, because of Brock, he's right there. He's right there. All right. Rapid fire. Most underrated Brock match.
It'll be Brock and Kurt Angle at SummerSlam 2003. Is a rematch of their WrestleMania match. But another hidden gem would be their Iron Man match that took place on SmackDown. And
Damn it, you took the answer
That was
from me.
good. That was
Son of a
good.
bitch.
a lot of little Brock Lesnar matches that don't have the notoriety some other ones do.
Yeah, no, just can't really say that.
All right. What's his best rivalry? I have to say his rivalry with Roman Reigns. That was good. You can say Taker, you can say Triple H, you say Cena, but I don't know, just that Roman Reigns just
I feel like him and Cena, he's
picked
always had
up.
the best of Cena. Triple H, I could care less. When it comes to Taker and Roman, it seems like those two guys really push Brock to the next level, and Brock pushes them to the next level. I gotta have to go with Brock, but a more recent Brock, not the beginning with Roman Brock, because Roman was still a pup, but Roman's a different guy now. I think now he can hang with the big boys, and actually can finally go toe to toe with them and actually make it. Well, we've seen it already, but I'm saying
damn.
now it's worth it.
So we've seen them two twice at SummerSlam, WrestleMania.
Twice. 3 times.
3. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, it's like, gotta be Roman. You see the evolution of Roman Reigns while you're watching Brock Lesnar. So
I'd go with
I have to
Goldberg.
say. They had 2 matches, right? Or
Yeah,
just
3.
one?
Just
Oh shit.
yeah,
That's
3.
right, Rock. They had one at WrestleMania 20. They had the really quick one at the Survivor Series, and then they had that banger at WrestleMania
yes.
Orlando.
That was a
Why do I keep forgetting that? That shit.
Yeah, why do
that
you
is
keep
a
forgetting that?
I love that match. I
See-
love
see,
that
Dom,
match.
as a matter of
You was
fact,
there.
That's what we should
I
have
was
gotten.
hoping you would not say Goldberg's name and ruin my surprise during your little diatribe there. I was like, I got one, yeah, and I got you.
I always forget that match. Always. Yeah, 'cause you were there in the Citrus Dome, or what were it called? The New Day.
That's right.
Oh, the Hardy Boys came back,
Right. At one time,
That was the same night
Yeah.
too.
and Goldberg was the champ, right?
yeah,
Damn,
Yeah.
what a
at one
freaking
time, the
night.
longest WrestleMania of all time. At one time.
Until
Oh,
New
man.
York took that.
Oh, yes.
Oof.
Glad I didn't go.
All right, fellas. What's the best version of Brock?
His latest version, in my opinion. Boombox all the way to Cowboy right now.
Suplex City.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, to me, the pinnacle of Brock Lesnar was, hey, Suplex City wasn't a term until that WrestleMania in Santa Clara, and he kind of lit between him being the Undertaker. I mean, that set the tone for WWE for the next 15 years. But that
That's
Brock
true.
from the time he beat Undertaker until, let's just say, WrestleMania 32 with Dean Ambrose.
Oh,
That
God.
couple year era, he was an absolute killer. So I would go with that Brock.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. All Brock's good. The UFC, next big thing, the Beast Incarnate, Cowboy. Brock is Brock. Brock is gold. Brock is money. But that's going to conclude our Brock Lesnar episode. But next week, BDC will be back from where the hell he's at right now. And it's his pick, because next week we're going to settle the debate. Who is the greatest wrestling family of all time?
Damn it.
Yes, we're going to talk about the Hearts and the Hawaii's, Maivias, the Funks, Guerreros, Von Erichs, Rose, Ortons, Dudleys. Oh my, whoever. It's going to be a great debate. It's going to get heated. Hell, maybe Hulk and Horace might be on the list. Somebody might pick them.
Oh my God.
They ain't on my list. Oh man, but that's next week. Gonna talk about the greatest wrestling families of all time. So, guys, thank you for doing this Brock Lesnar episode. Remember to like, subscribe, share, comments, all that good stuff. I'm Notorious One. I am Dom. I'm here with Strap. I'm here with Platino. And we will see you guys next week. Boom.
And the next big thing will be PDC giving birth.
Boom.